friend. I just wanted to chat. Let's have a little life update chat. You can be nosy, it's fine. I'm posting the video. I'm 30 now. I'm 30. Hi, I'm 30. I'm 30 years old, hi. It's still not registering. I'm in my late 20s is how I'm feeling. And with that, I've just noticed a lot of like shifts in me, and I just wanted to, I guess, kind of give a little chat about where we're headed, where we're at as far as the online connection you and I share. As y'all know, or maybe don't know, but I'm a full-time breathwork facilitator. I've been running an online wellness studio basically since 2020. We're going on year 5. Isn't it always weird how like 2024 is 5 years? Like you would think that's 4 years, but it's actually the 5th year. Anyway, I think last year, y'all remember, I was sitting right here and made a video where I was having a whole moment of sadness, of grief, of like, what am I doing with this YouTube channel? What am I doing in general? And it's not that I have all those answers, Sway. I really don't have those answers. Somebody passed me the answers. But I feel like in the last few months, I've kind of gained a little bit more clarity. And I'm still a breathwork teacher. I'm still full-time teaching breathwork online. I have an online wellness studio called The Exhale, where we have live classes, where I have basically a library of guided breathwork videos at your disposal whenever you'd like to breathe. All of that has been really, really beautiful. But I've noticed by teaching breathwork and sharing that online, I've now attracted an audience of other breathwork teachers or other wellness entrepreneurs or other holistic businesses. And it's been really interesting, really since forever. I can remember people asking me to help them with digital marketing or social media. If y'all have been around since I was going to college in Tampa, like y'all are real ones. But if you've been keeping up with me since then, you know that like I interned at ad agencies, I used to photograph concerts, I worked on the magazine and newspaper, I majored in advertising and PR. I've basically just always been into digital visual aesthetics. And that being said, people have always asked me for help. And I've done it. I've helped a lot of other brands build their online presence, or maybe help them curate an event or structure a business model. And honestly, in the last like 3 months, it just got louder and louder and louder to help other wellness entrepreneurs. The imposter syndrome was like screaming. But my thing this year also, other than clarity, is decisiveness. And I think sometimes I avoid decisions out of the fear of failure, and we're not doing that. Like I'm scared to look dumb sometimes or be embarrassed that something didn't work out in front of everyone. But the truth is, like, at least I'm trying. You know, I feel like stagnancy is more shameful than anything. So I'm kind of embracing the unknown and the uncomfortableness. But I am now accepting consultations and one-on-ones with other wellness brands and entrepreneurs, and getting a roadmap to rebuild their business and help you kind of design and structure social media strategies, your overall business model, how to build clientele. I was so blown away by how many people were like, finally, I've been wanting, I'm so interested. Like, I've asked you about this before, but I remember you saying that you weren't really in the space, because I've had a lot of you guys ask me for help with your like breathwork coaching or your wellness business, and I was just like, I can't, who am I? But I feel really confident now in at least stepping forward towards that and helping others, because I do know a thing or two. I've been doing this. If you want to work with me, of course, that is down below. There will be info there. I guess wanted to talk a little bit about how we got here. Quick story, we won't make this long. High school, I was into yearbook, I was into photography. I've always been photo editor of everything, was in photography club. College, we majored in ad and PR, interned at probably 3 ad agencies, worked in a city office where I handled all their digital marketing. Yeah, I don't need to give you my LinkedIn bio, but needless to say, we were doing it then. 21, got out of college, and I was like, really trying to go on the steps of life and work at an ad agency and really see what that could look like to work at an ad agency. Long story short, that didn't work out. I did not get the job I thought I was gonna get. And I kind of knew I wasn't gonna get it though, to be honest. I've always kind of known that I'm not that girl. And when I say that girl, I'm not shaming those girls, but I just know that like certain work environments and office environments in general, I really just don't fit into. I've always kind of had this independent spirit, a little bit of a rebellious spirit. My mom actually planted the first seed of like, what if you did your own thing? Basically, fresh out of college, for about a year, I was really pursuing entrepreneurship, and specifically being a YouTuber, like really trying to do this. And y'all remember back then, I don't know if you were there, but it was like 4 or 5 videos a week I was putting up, and just really kind of overproducing and overworking and thinking I had to do everything. And I found that this was a pattern that happened throughout my 20s in this entrepreneurial pursuit. I would get into these ruts where I would be working way harder than smarter. Then I moved to Atlanta and really pushed and pursued modeling. I don't know if y'all remember that phase, but she was trying to be a model. That didn't work out because I don't like people telling me that I need to lose weight or I need to put on all this makeup or all the things. Again, the rebellious spirit just wasn't here for it. Although, like, if you need a model, call me. But I don't know that professionally that's what I felt the most connected to. Still trying to push the YouTube thing. And it wasn't until I was 26. This feels really old to talk about this. Like, what's happening? It wasn't until I was 26 where I got in, 25, 26, right? Hold on. 24 to 25, we started learning breathwork, practicing breathwork. And then it wasn't until the end of year 25 where I got my LLC. Wow, that is so crazy. I was 25. And I decided to just go really in on myself. And in all honesty, I didn't really plan to be a wellness entrepreneur. That's not really where I planned to go. I thought I was gonna be a wellness content creator. Turns out I guess I'm both. The first year of being an entrepreneur, of having a service teaching breathwork to one-on-ones, I charged $20 for hour-long sessions virtually. I'm so proud of that phase and so glad that I took my time and didn't immediately think I'm gonna make $1,000 or something off of a one-on-one session. I think getting comfortable in the role was kind of the wealth in itself, because like, to think like, I'm a whatever, yoga instructor, Reiki master, Tai Chi instructor, herbalist, whatever title you're giving yourself or your business or whatever, sounds good, but like, do it. Like, actually do it as if it's already your business and see if you would do it for $20. Obviously, with time, that gets to be like demanding, and I got burnt out and I had to raise the price just so that I wasn't having 17 one-on-one calls a day. But in the beginning, it really helped me realize that I love this and that like I got to practice what it felt like to be in the role of facilitator and see what happens when I say this or what this technique feels like for them. And that allowed me to build a richer program for my students and to have a better insight on what would make me feel the best as a teacher. Do I need to do 2-hour sessions? Do I need to do 1-hour sessions? Do I need to make a package deal of something? The very, very first, like, I'm sharing a service was an Airbnb experience where 2 people came to my very first breathwork hosting in a park, random Saturday morning. She didn't walk away with a bag, but I felt so rich in like purpose that it helped me now see like, okay, that was worth maybe this. You know, you need to get those reps in so you can even know what you're charging for. I think that's so important, and a lot of people are just money hungry and they kind of forget that step. And anyway, the past 4 or 5 years, just to wrap up this little story, have been a little whirlwind. It's not like I've always been on top of the world at all, and my close friends know it. They've heard me whine about entrepreneurship and how I'm just gonna quit and I'm just gonna get a job and this is not for me. And it's not even like those days still don't ever happen, you know? Sometimes it's just really hard. This is the real candid, honest video. I don't know that entrepreneurship is for everybody. I think sometimes social media tells us that like that's what we should be doing, everyone should be, but some people are not built for that. Like, I'm not built for the 9 to 5. Some people truly are, and they thrive in that space, and like they can really build their dream life with that. We're all built a little different is my point. So like, also reassess that. Like, is that actually what you want, or have you been convinced that that's what you should be doing? I literally have a physical reaction going to the same place every single day, 5 days out of the week. Like, I cannot drive to the same location, do the same thing with the same people. Like, I mentally get into a really not fun space. And yeah, there's been really low lows, there's been really high highs, but I have been self-sustaining myself by running an online wellness studio and business this entire time. Yeah, it's been honestly amazing. I've been able to travel freely. I think that's a huge priority for me. I think being able to not have to tell somebody, oh, can I take these days off? That used to be my biggest pet peeve while working in regular jobs. I used to work in the film industry, for those who don't know. It was like 60-hour work weeks, very different lifestyle. And I realized that time was such a valuable thing to me. Like, money, yeah, but like, time, like freedom of time and who and how I spend it, like who I share it with and how I spend it, was such a big, and is still such a big value to me. Being able to do van life for a year, being able to take a 10-day silent meditation retreat, being able to go visit my family during the holidays, being able to travel to different countries. I mean, like having the freedom, and I think travel has like kind of always been a love of mine, having the freedom to travel when I want, to see the people that I love, to not have to choose between what I love to do and who I love. That has always just been a really dream scenario for me. And I think in this pivot of shifting to helping wellness entrepreneurs, I am realizing that I've been living in so many answered prayers and dreams. Like I used to pray for the independence that I now experience so hard, like so hard, y'all. I wanted nothing else but to be able to pay my own bills, which like, girl, why? I'm joking, of course. I'm grateful now to be able to do that, but we could have like not rushed that. I put a lot of pressure on myself to be independent when I was like first starting this whole journey. It was rough. I was in the negative, staring at the ceiling in my bedroom in Tampa, literally like, I never want to feel like this ever again. Like I never want to see my account on the negatives. I'd never want to feel like I'm not worthy of doing the thing that I love. I'm making this video way longer than I planned to, but all of that to say that I'm really happy to be where I'm at now, where I do have a lot of freedom and a lot of privilege, and I'm still doing the things that I really love and enjoy doing. Is it easy? Not necessarily all the time, not at all, but it's so worth it. The pros just totally outweigh the cons. We pivoted and changed and shifted and transformed so many times on the internet. Who knows? In 5 years, we might be talking about something all else. I just appreciate you for riding with me thus far. If you're a wellness entrepreneur or a holistic business of some sort, whether that's food, whether that's gym, whether that's yoga, you know, whatever, organic skincare, whatever the thing is, I want to help. This is me saying, hey, if you need help, I'm here. I think one thing that I learned in the last year, I'll just wrap this up and say, is that having help is huge. And thinking you can do it all by yourself is insane. It's a lot of hats to wear, and I still do all of it pretty much alone, but having people to call on for a perspective or assistance in structuring something. Like last year, for the first time, I had a creative assistant as well as a business coach. And I never thought I would be able to experience either one of those, let alone even want either one of those. And I'm so glad that I did, because it really changed my perspective on how helpful and useful both of those people and those tools that they provided are for my business. It added so much more clarity, and just having somebody to join in on my vision ignited me in such a crazy way that I can't even explain. It just like made me so excited about whatever I'm creating or the project that I was working on. I'm finally done talking here. If you have questions about it, let me know in the comments below, but we are here, 2024. Let me know how your year is starting. Has there been any shifts or changes for you? Any perspective changes? What's going on? Let me know. I want to know. Sending you all so much love and a big old hug. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.